That
That
sucked.
What happened?
Okay. Well, I'm getting feedback through your microphone.
I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so
Okay.
dizzy.
You're dizzy. Oh, come on. You're not blonde.
No, it's left over from the stroke last year. I have
You know we're
spells.
live, right?
It's not a secret.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
I gotta explain why I'm passing out during a stream. Like, I don't mean I'm tired. I mean I'll be talking and then just suddenly tip over. It's why I lost my job. You're in a conference and 1 minute I'm talking, next minute you're hearing all these crashing noises and stuff breaking, and he's like, I can't do this anymore. You gotta take a break from working for a year or two. And I'm like, crap. Who was my best boss too?
Oh, that sucked.
He was so honest about it, I couldn't even get mad. He's like, I don't want to be talking to you and you drop dead on me. I'm like, well, shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be interesting to be talking to you and then all of a sudden have you drop
I will
dead.
haunt his ass for the rest of his natural life. Yeah, but you know what he did? Back in May when we had a really nice weather day, it was nice and cool out, and you could tell it was gonna rain. He called me up. He goes, "Check your PayPal. Go get some foods from Instacart and take your kids out for a picnic. This is the last nice day we're gonna have until winter. So go do that." And then he calls me up 20 minutes later. He's like, "I put another $20 in. You're gonna need sunscreen. Your boy is really white." I'm like, "Oh crap." So yeah, a very interfering, bullying, wonderful boss. It was great. I'm just waiting for the police to call me back.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you got the police involved in
All
your
right.
life for?
Not my
Is
life.
it? Oh, well, no, I don't want to get into them fat people. I don't want to get into what's her name.
Jesus Christ, she's fucking awful.
Well, I
CPS
don't.
has been calling me too. Oh, they've
I'm
officially designated him as a child abuser in their records, even because he wasn't before. They're not happy.
okay. Well, I don't want to get. I don't want to talk about them.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just glad that he
All right.
can't get a care job anymore.
All right. Okay. Um, that's where to go. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey, the constipated theory.
Oh no.
No, the conspiratorial theory.
Oh, thank you. I was a
Good.
little worried.
Good morning. Well, no, I was trying to read this script that this person has on their name
Oh my god.
that somebody knew. Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good morning.
Let's see here. It did not take long. Tom McDonald. Y'all know Tom
yes.
McDonald and Dax. I like listening to both of them.
Yes.
Tom McDonald's released a new song yesterday.
Oh no.
Okay.
What did he do?
Shot down and he was barely 31. Another woke coward took a life with a gun. He left behind a wife and a daughter and a son. All he did was try to speak for all of us. And I'm so tired of the hatred and the narratives. The patriots ain't dangerous. Woke people are the terrorists. They shot and killed the father, sent a message to Americans. They ain't gonna stop until they bury us. Dear Charlie, I don't know if you can see us now, but if heaven has a window, I sure hope you're looking down. Cause we ain't going quiet, we gon' scream your name loud. And you're gone, but I swear to God that we gon' make you proud. We ain't backing off or giving up, I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us. The system is failing us, but good men die for the things that they say. And I can't just be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day. Killed in cold blood for having a discussion, and liberals are celebrating murder like it's justice. You didn't kill a villain or the evil that it comes with. You killed a father and a husband. And I'm so tired of the left and all the wokery. We can't get along if you just kill us when we don't agree. Sniper rifle fire from a liberal that no one sees. Scared I might be next to die when I'm just buying groceries. Charlie, well, make sure your children know that defending all our freedom is why you aren't coming home. I hope heaven has a window you can watch your children grow and hear your message echo from below. And we ain't backing off or giving up. I'll preach what you taught me. They may have killed a soldier, but that man had an army. This is far more deep than some political parties. And you can't kill freedom, so this one is for Charlie. This ain't the America that all our parents love, but good men try to keep making it great. Pray that God will take care of us. The system is failing us, but good men die for the things that they say. And I can't just be quiet, so I gotta be brave, cause this is America. Lately it's scaring us, but one good man can change it all in a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stop, please, Princess. Stop.
Morning, Digi. Glad to see you. Morning, Paul.
Hey, guys.
So, and President Trump made an announcement this morning. Let me go ahead.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and pull this up.
To be with you. He went out to be with Charlie Kirk's family and to get the body back to his hometown in Arizona. And you said you were going to award him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which
That's
is
right.
very nice of you.
Good.
Any update on the suspect?
Yeah. Can I always say, I think, just to protect us all, and so Fox doesn't get sued, and we all don't get sued, and everything else. But I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody, right? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job. You know, getting somebody that you start off with absolutely nothing. And we started off with a clip that made him look like an ant that was almost useless. We just saw there was somebody up there. And so much work has been done over the last 2.5 days. You know, it's amazing, actually, when you start off with that and then all of a sudden you get lucky or talent or whatever it is. But yeah, I think we're in great shape.
Mr. President,
He's in custody.
your suspicion was that he was radical left, and now you have more information. What can you share with us about his ideology?
Yeah, Lawrence, let me just, and by the way, Lawrence is doing a good job. What's going on here?
Yeah, Mr.
I'll
President.
tell you what, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you,
I
sir.
said you were going to do well. But yeah, I think that I don't want to go too far. I'd like to tell you some stories that how it happened, but essentially somebody that was very close to him turned him in. And that happens when you had some of those
Good.
Somebody is going to say, whether it's a parent or whatever, I'd rather not say right now. They're going to announce it today, sometime later, probably talk about that. But somebody close to him turned him, you know, they said, whoa. It's interesting where we had very good pictures, but not great, not perfect. And when you look at it, what happened is somebody, and this happens a lot. It happened with the crazy Boston bomber. It happened with others. Somebody that's close recognizes even a little tilt of the head, which nobody else would do. And somebody that was very close to him said, that's him. And essentially went to the father, went to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic, by the way. And the person was involved with law enforcement, but was a person of faith, a minister. And brought him to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic. And the father convinced the son, this is it. And again, I'm always subject to be corrected, but you know, I'm just giving you, based on what I'm hearing, they'll give you a much more active. I just heard about it 5 minutes before I walked in, as I'm walking in, they said, looking real good. They have the person that they wanted. So you have breaking news, don't you? Huh?
Thank
You
you.
always have breaking news, Ainsley. Sean's going to be very disappointed that we're not doing it on his show.
He'll be very thankful and appreciative of the
I think
police
so.
officers that got this guy.
They did a great job. Everybody worked together. Pam Bondi is incredible, by the way. People don't know what a star she is. She's incredible, and it all worked out.
Could I ask you just some clarification? So a pastor was able to turn him in, or they got the family of the shooter to turn them in?
Well, it was a minister, and the minister went to a minister who is involved with law enforcement, by the way, and his good friend is a top U.S. Marshal, and they took it from there. And then it was a father got involved, namely his father, and said, "We got to go in." And they, so I understand it. And again, subject to change, but the facts are the facts. We have the person that we think is the person we're looking for. But they drove into the police headquarters, and he's there now.
Did the father know about what the son had done?
I don't know. I'm going to let you get all those
Okay.
questions later, because I can't tell you how accurate. The bottom line is they have somebody that they think did it.
And there you go.
Wow.
That's, to me, that's just great news.
Yeah.
Turn on the computer, and that's one of the first things that I see. Let me see if they've got anything. I haven't checked in the past half hour, but because I was doing other things like making something to eat, so my belly quit growling.
Oh. What did you have for breakfast? The most important meal of the day.
Oh, just made a couple of nothing more than what was nothing more than what was there. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Charlie Kirk. Let's see what this article is from 7 minutes ago. Utah governor. So let me share this article. Live updates. Charlie Kirk shooting suspect in custody. Family turned him in, governor says. The suspect arrested and accused of killing conservative Charlie Kirk has been identified as 22-year-old Utah resident Tyler Robinson. 5 senior law enforcement officers briefed on the matter, told NBC News. Utah Governor Spencer Cox announced his arrest of Tyler Robinson, suspect accused of shooting and killing Charlie Kirk. Cox said a family member of Robinson reached out to the family friend last night, who then contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had either confessed or implied he carried out Wednesday's shooting. So there you go. So let's see if we can find a picture of this Tyler Robinson. Let's see if we can find a picture of this character.
The trash truck is here. Oh my God.
Images. Okay, we will put, let me Utah. No, they do not have a picture of him.
Okay.
They do not have that. They do not have a picture of him yet. So
It's just weird. I could have sworn I saw something last night.
but yeah, this is at 9:00, 9:09 this morning.
Okay.
So just a few minutes to go.
Mhm.
So that's good news. I love to see it when somebody's been arrested. Oh, leave it up to old guy. Okay, here. Let me see if I'm gonna have to open up my YouTube channel so I can click on that link. The first thing I need to do is kill my audio. There we go. See, none of it'd be over here on there we go. There he is in the dormitory by the looks of it.
How old is that? He looks really young.
22 years old.
Oh.
If he did it,
Yeah. Somebody manipulated him.
if he did it, he has absolutely destroyed his life.
Yeah.
He will never
Lucky
get
he'll get
anything
life.
again.
Oh.
He's a high IQ. I love this. Charlie Kirk's assassin wasn't a liberal or low IQ minority. He's a high IQ mega genius. His dad's a cop and he's a conservative.
No, he isn't.
Right. And okay, let's see. What's this?
He looks like my boy.
He is a Salt.
I'm
Let's see.
sorry.
We are the Salt Lake chapter of Democratic Socialists of America, opened all in Utah. The Salt Lake DSA. We're striving. Okay, you see their little avatar there, and here he is wearing that shirt.
Oh, totally not a Democrat, though.
Yeah, so that he's a socialist, or at least he's wearing a socialist shirt.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hate to be the father.
It would
I'd
kill
hate
me.
to be the father of somebody doing this and then having to turn my own son in.
I mean, you can get him a lawyer, but there's really nothing you can do. His life is set now.
Oh, here they are comparing his shoes.
He's younger than my son. It's a little sad, but
Yeah.
Somebody probably convinced him, oh, don't worry, we'll get you out of it. We've got all our funding and celebrities, and you'll be a hero by the end of this. Somebody talked a lot of smack to him.
I was going to talk about this, but since it's popped up here already, we'll go ahead. The day before Charlie Kirk was shot, this book was offered for sale on Amazon.
Oh my God.
This was the day before.
And the author, were they a part of this group?
That's been the book. You can know it. Supposedly, it's been pulled from Amazon, and
For legal reasons, you're
the
not supposed to be able to profit from your crimes.
well, the book was out before Kirk was shot. The day
True, but it
before.
was a plan. They knew it was going to
So
happen. You can't profit off your victim's misery. There's laws about that, about writing books about your crimes. So, yeah.
so this is I imagine the FBI is looking into this.
Of course,
You
it's
know,
a public figure, and it was a political assassination. Yeah.
yeah, but the interesting thing, Raman, is Charlie was killed on the 10th. This book was released on the 9th.
Okay.
All right.
The day before it happened.
The day before it happened.
So yeah, it was an assassination. It was planned out.
So how is this Anastasia J. Casey know anything about it?
She's in the group.
Okay, so if jumping back, if I had known that book was out there yesterday, I would have bought it and immediately converted it. So because I would imagine Amazon went and anybody that bought the book, they deleted it from their files.
Yeah. I hate that Amazon can edit or delete something you already own.
Well, that's why whenever I buy a book, whenever I buy anything off of Amazon, electronic file, either a book or either a Kindle book or an Audible book, the first thing I do as soon as I receive it is I convert it. That way they can't touch it. That way they can't touch it.
Good.
So, all right. So then let's have some more fun here. Christopher Landau, Deputy Secretary of State. Okay. Posted this on X. In light of yesterday's horrific assassination of a leading political figure, I want to underscore that foreigners who glorify violence and hatred are not welcome visitors to our country. I've been disgusted to see some on social. Raman, your mic is raising hell.
I'm sorry, I'm going to mute. I'm sorry.
Okay. Disgusted to see some on social media praising, rationalizing, or making light of the event, and have directed our consular officials to undertake appropriate action. Please feel free to bring such comments by foreigners to my attention so the State Department can protect the American people. In other words, just as they canceled the visas of the pro-Palestinian protesters, if you got out here and making rude, crude, lewd, and socially unacceptable comments about the death of Charlie Kirk, you may have your visa canceled. I want to make, okay. I've got a problem here with some of this. Especially when it comes to American citizens, we've got the right of free speech. First Amendment. The First Amendment only restricts the federal government. The government, state, local, federal government, from interfering with your right to free speech. It does not protects you from your business, from repercussions from whoever employs you. I mean, if you're saying something that your boss don't like, you can be fired for it. That's been pretty much a given, no matter what state you work in, unionized or not. I have a problem. There, I there's I'm only human. All right. Part of me wants to sit there and say, you're saying, this horrible stuff, and you're on the left and you believe in canceling people. Let's cancel you. You've caused people to lose their jobs for what they've said because you didn't like it. Well, let's let you suffer the same consequences. Let's let you suffer because of something you said that we didn't like. That's one side of me. Another side of me says, yeah, I don't like what you're saying, but you've got the right to say it, just as I have the right to say what I want to say, whether you like it or not. Holding the moral high ground. Do I jump down in the dirt with you and cancel you because you've canceled someone else? Or do I hold a moral high ground and allow you to say what you say because I think that's the right thing to do? The problem with that is one of the problems with holding the moral high ground like that is it makes people like these people invincible. Whereas you're being held to a standard that they're not. But if we hold them to their own standard, are we jumping down into the mud with them? Old guy, your question's a good one. But do visa holders have the freedom of speech? They aren't citizens. Do they get every right as a visitor? No, they don't get every right. As they found out with the Palestinian protest. They don't get every right because their visas can be canceled by the Secretary of State or any member of the Department of the Secretary of the State Department. What you got, Raman?
Hello? No, I got nothing. I'm just sitting here. I thought I was muted. I'm just listening. This is all interesting to me too.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought maybe you had a comment here. You want to
No,
jump in
I'm
with
total
the comment.
agreement. Normally, I only comment if
No.
I have something important to add or I'm gonna fight you. But I'm in total agreement, man. If you're
Yeah.
not a citizen, you get guest rights, not the same rate as everybody else.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you invite somebody to your house. Yeah, buddy from work. Yeah, your house is being tented. Stay here a couple of days. Yeah, go help yourself to what's in the fridge, but stay the hell out of my bed when I'm not home. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Back to muting.
old guy, as far as I'm concerned, if you're here on a visa, you're here as a guest. And if you do something to upset the government, or if you're doing things that offend American citizens, then your visa, you can go home and say what you want to say back at home where you're not a visitor. But I'm talking about American citizens. I'm talking about school teachers. I'm talking about newspaper employees, reporters. I'm
Well,
talking
there's
about
already people losing their jobs, so yay. Like,
I'm
he got
talking
what he deserved.
yeah.
Bam.
But again here, all right, and because of this, all right, okay, right on line with what old guy was saying. Deportation commenters deemed offensive after Charlie Kirk's death face consequences. People across the U.S. are facing disciplinary consequences for expressing views deemed offensive after the killing of conservative political commentator Charlie Kirk, who's been described as by supporters as a model proponent of free speech. Several people have been fired, including MSNBC's Matthew Dowd. Others have been suspended over work comments or social media posts relating to Kirk. Meanwhile, the Trump administration's State Department warned it will vet visa seekers and visa holders' social medias for posts praising, rationalizing, or making light of Kirk's death. Well, being as Kirk's death has been determined to be a political assassination, if you're praising a political assassination, then you shouldn't be here as a visa holder. Now, this is historically black colleges and universities have suspended classes and placed their campuses under lockdown, citing potential threats. Why? This step absolutely confuses me. What makes these historical black college think that they're under threat? Because
It might,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. It might not be related to the Charlie Kirk assassination. It might be about the Ukrainian girl on the bus.
Well, yeah, okay. But they're citing the Kirk shooting as their reason.
Oh, come on. We all know what's up. I'm
So,
back to mute.
so that, I mean, that, but as far as people being fired, okay, I will just go through the list here of people that I found this morning of people been fired. All right. This year is from the UK. A Lancashire councillor who posted the assassination of right-wing U.S. political activist Charlie Kirk was a good riddance, has resigned. Fiona Wild, who represented Lanehead Ward as an independent on the Burnley Council, has since deleted the post, which also said, "Not very nice man," not blank. So probably F word was in there. Very nice man, made himself a target and brought this on himself. So the Burnley Council confirmed Wild's resignation, said does not condone the comments, and confirmed that is investigating other complaints. So, I mean, even people in the UK are getting fired or losing their jobs for this. Okay, let's see here. Da, 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 da. All right, here. Carolina Panthers on Thursday fired an employee who made insensitive social media posts following the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Rock, member of the team's communications department, was the staffer fired. Okay. Social media posts linked to Rock appeared to show him questioning why people were sad Kirk had been shot and killed. The song Protect Your Neck from the Wu-Tang Clan was also shared. The Panthers, of course, disassociate themselves from the guy's post. And, of course, we take this matter seriously. Let's see here. Ole Miss Chancellor Glenn F. Boyce released a statement on Thursday stating that an unnamed employee was terminated after resharing hurtful and insensitive comments on social media after Kirk was murdered. All right. Let's see here. Heartless leftists getting fired left and right for demonizing Charlie Kirk. One business owner told the Daily Caller their company fielded multiple calls about remarks from a former employee, even though the person is no longer on staff when the comments were made. Matthew Hurt, director of the Leadership Institute and conservativejobs.com, was among the conservatives pushing back. Hurt zeroed in remarks on assistant dean of students of his alma mater, Mississippi Tennessee State University, who was promptly fired after posting Kirk had spoke his fate into existence. Among those flagged was Linda Fettig, a professor, an academic advisor at the University of Michigan, who called Kirk's killing prudent and rational. Let's see here. Heard also circulated posts made by Ilana Hartman Hall, Dean of Students in Chesterfield County, and Andrew Herman, Professor and Associate Chair at Oklahoma State University, who both suggested Kirk had reaped what he sowed. Kristen Eve, a pre-kindergarten teacher with the Department of Defense, writing, she feels for Kirk's family. I suspect we're at a point where things are going to get ugly, messy, and even violent to change this dumpster fire of a country. She added that boycotts and reminders to vote is not enough. Yeah, I read this person's post yesterday. All right. Phoenix Sports Suns writer Gerald Burkay fired after Charlie Kirk post. Phoenix Sports fired Phoenix Suns reporter Gerald Burkay after comments he made. The company announced the firing on social media. Yep. Opinions of our employees do not represent the views of Phoenix or All City Network. We take matters, yada, yada, yada. Brigade posted political differences not the same as spewing hateful rhetoric. and refuse to mourn a life devoted to the cause is not the same thing as celebrating gun violence, just so we're 100% clear on that. So, I mean, again, people are losing their jobs, losing their livelihood. Now, see, Bourget went a little bit further in that, though. Here's Bourget's actual post. And I'm surprised he hasn't deleted them. I mean, this is the 12th, and these are still there. If you're saddened by today's political violence, horrified by the video, repulsed by my response, ask yourself why your reaction was different when it came to school shootings, mass deportations, or hundreds of videos of horrific murders in Gaza. Truly don't care if you think it's insensitive or poor timing to decline to respect an evil man who died. Too many of you are more concerned about being politically polite or appearing to be good people rather than showing some damn backbone and standing on principle to condemn hate. Well, it looks like the Phoenix Suns decided that your 3 posts here were hate. So, yeah, Bourget's post was more. Well, they didn't. This was not one of the worst posts made out there. Paul, Charlie, like I said, I don't agree with everything Charlie said. All right. I don't agree that we have to put up with shootings to protect the Second Amendment. Because the Second Amendment has nothing to do with the shootings. No more than cars have to do with car accidents or drunk driving. Or forks have to do with me being fat. All right. Drunk driving, forks, shootings, this is all the responsibility of the individual. I think I know what he meant by that statement. I just don't think he said it as, I think he could have phrased it a lot better. But you're right, Charlie. In a lot of respects, Charlie was a Boy Scout. But and like I've been saying now for 3 days, probably 4 days a week, I would listen to some of his Turning Point videos. At least 4 days a week, I would listen to the channel. Because he did make good points, and I learned a lot from him and how to respond to certain questions. Okay, what's this? Oh, Trump is going to be targeting Memphis for crime crackdown. Here we go. University dean fired for saying she had zero sympathy for Charlie Kirk. The Laura Shosh Lightsey. I read her post yesterday. hate looks like old Charlie spoke his fate into existence. Hate begets hate, zero sympathy. I read that post yesterday. Teachers, firefighters, and officials on leave are fired over Charlie Kirk posts. You know, one teacher in South Carolina was fired for a post about Kirk's death that read, "Thoughts and prayers to his children, but in my honest opinion, America became greater today." There, I said it. A teacher and city councilor in Oregon wrote, "The assassination really brightened up my day."
Oh my God, that's fucking
Yeah.
horrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, again, a firefighter suggested Kirk deserved to die and a bullet was a gift from God. They've been, that
That's not someone you want in the position of deciding whether to save your life or not.
now, but see now, but this is what's causing me to question here. Okay, yeah, these people said ugly things. They said some nasty things. They said things I would never say about almost anybody. There's very, there are individuals who are absolutely hated by conservatives that I pray for. That I pray for their health because, or pray that they get better. And when they die, I won't sit here and say nasty things about them. I think the last person whose death I said good about was Saddam Hussein. Okay, or the who is that guy that the SEAL team died? Not
Osama?
SEAL Team 6 killed Osama bin Laden. Yeah, when he was killed, I good. The man's dead. He's out of there. Those deaths I praised because they caused the deaths of many, many people. Those were truly evil men. But okay, when Biden dies, when the cancer takes Biden, I'm not going to say good. And I hope nobody does. Because as much as I disagreed with him politically, he still had, and and honestly, half his family seems to not be very good people. He still has to have some redeeming qualities there somewhere. He's still a man. when Pelosi, when she dies, I'm not going to sit here and cheer. And I hope no one on the conservative side does. Yeah, we don't like her or her policies. But she's got a daughter that loves her, she's got a husband that loves her. They've got family. And it's when you're cheering somebody's death, their family's going to be reading you cheering their death. Their family's going to hear it. What we should all be doing is when somebody like that dies, we should be praying for them that they had done the right thing and had their souls saved. We, like I said, a mass murderer like Osama or Saddam Hussein. All right, yeah, I was glad to see that they had died. But when somebody is cheering, though, I like I said, half of me says, "Good. I want to jump down in that mud pit with you, make you lose your job, make you suffer the consequences of your actions as you hold other people, to the same stand. I want to hold you to the standard that you hold to other people, or that your side holds to other people." I mean, people get fired. Look what they did to Paula Deen. Paula Deen was as sweet as you could be, but they found a 10-year-old audio of her using the N-word. And next thing you know, she's lost her TV show. Her restaurants are going down the tubes. Nobody will eat in them. It's 20 years old, 25 years old, and they find a video or an audio of them or school paper where they wrote something in their freshman year when they're in ninth grade. And 10 years later, they're trying to hold them accountable for something they wrote when they were a freshman in high school. They weren't even old enough to drive yet. But do we want to do that to them? I mean, we disagree with it when they do it to people. Part of me wants to jump down that mud pit with them and say, okay, you've held other people accountable. Now it's your turn to be in that fire. And then another part of me says, no, I don't like it when it's done to other people. When they've done it to other people, I'm not going to do it to them. Come on, somebody help me out here. Somebody say something. Help me make up my mind which way I'm going to go. Am I going to jump down that mud pit with them, or am I going to stay on a moral high ground and say, no, I'm not going to jump down there because I don't agree with it being done.
My headset got
Yeah.
unplugged. I'm trying to find end
Oh.
to it. It's all tangled.
Well, you found the end to it, but it's it's. I don't want to see people losing their jobs for what they say. I mean, if you do something and you lose your job, that's one thing. But if you say something, words,
I'm okay with it. And I know it's a shitty thing to say, but unfortunately, most jobs treat you as an extension of the company even when you're off duty. So you have to expect that. Nothing's private anymore. And the internet is forever. So you have to work under that.
yeah,
hmm
you're
It's
right
like
about
you know,
that.
you go behind the diner and kick a cat, and there's security footage. There's a 99% chance your ass is gonna be all over the internet the next day. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. You know.
Yeah,
hmm That's
I
it.
I just I think I'm still going to hold stick on the higher ground here and say, I'm not happy with what you're saying, but you've got the right to say it.
You know, if you're just because you're a complete dumbass and say something stupid like, "Yeah, I like little kids, but somebody put a spell on me, so it's not my fault, so it's okay." People are gonna
Yeah.
remember that.
Now, if saying I like little kids is a hell of a lot different than saying I'm glad somebody was shot and killed. I mean, yeah, because we got to protect children. And if somebody's saying
Absolutely.
if somebody say they like little kids, no, I'm going to hold, no,
Mhm.
that guy's getting reported. That guy, that
Absolutely.
woman.
Absolutely. You have the right to say what you want to say. Your freedom, you have freedom of speech, not freedom of consequences. There you go. And saying you like when somebody commits a crime and kills another person, that's all in line with it, yo. Nobody wants somebody that supports criminal activity and murder to be speaking for their company. I'm gonna shut up. I'm getting kind of grim.
Well, I'm just more concerned. Uh, okay, let's see here. Oh, where's my tab at? There it is. Okay, you don't have an avatar up there, old guy.
I actually see his avatar in the chat.
Yeah, oh, the microphone's not connected. That's why he's not. I can't bring him up. You got to
If he's
connect
on
up.
his phone, he can switch to
He's
speaker.
got to connect his microphone. Okay, it's where is it at? Was it this one? No. Okay, here's a guy that I follow, Jeffrey Mead. All right. Trump was shot. Kavanaugh was targeted. Charlie Kirk was shot and killed on stage. Name the Democrats of equal national influence who've had these things happen to them. You can't. You're simply trying to deflect, blame the right, and control the narrative. So there's a lot of people here that they're saying a lot of things. When I see half these Democrats, and this again, this is something else I'm half these Democrats, they're sitting up there and they're mouthing the words or posting the words, I'm praying for their family, I'm sorry for their family, yada yada, so on and so forth. I'm sitting there going, you know, I don't believe them. I don't, they've got somebody else typing it in for them. I don't believe that they actually said a prayer for Charlie Kirk or their family. There he is.
Cheese and crackers.
That was one yesterday on Family Feud. That one of the things there was is they asked 100 people what people say instead of actually saying a cuss word, and cheese and crackers was one of the answers.
Well, I had a high school history teacher. That was his term, cheese and crackers. And it's something that I picked up from him. His name was Coach Brookins. Great teacher. Anyway, later in life, back in the days of TBS, Turner Broadcasting System, when Ted was doing all the colorizations and repopularizations of all the older movies.
Yeah. Oh, I love that channel.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember the movie, but during the whole movie, the main character kept saying, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Ted took offense to that, so we changed it. He redubbed it Cheese and Rice. Cheese and rice. So the cheese and crackers thing struck home even more. So that's why I always say cheese and crackers. But in regards to what you're going on and about with this whole Charlie thing and all the other stuff.
Yeah.
If you're willing to speak your mind,
sure,
be willing to accept the consequences. I do not wish death on many people. There's very few in this world that I wish death upon. I'm going to keep that shit to myself. And if I'm happy an evil piece of shit died, guess what? I'm going to keep that shit to myself too. I'm not a bad person just because I'm happy somebody died, but I'm not going to let you know I'm happy somebody died, because I don't need the grief of somebody telling me my thoughts are wrong. My thoughts are my thoughts. Your thoughts are your thoughts. You're welcome to your thoughts. You're welcome to voice them, but be prepared for somebody to voice their thoughts back at you. I try and be polite in all of my dealings. I try to be. just as Charlie did. He was always polite.
He sure did his best to be polite at all times. You're right.
I don't think you ever saw him get angry. You may have seen him get flustered, but I don't think you ever saw the man get angry. And that alone,
I can't honestly. I can't remember him ever getting angry.
as much as he was in the public eye, for him, to the best of my knowledge, I'm not saying he never did, but I never saw him get angry. He's a far superior person to me in just that aspect alone. I get very angry. I voice my anger. He didn't. He was above that. So for the left being out there going, oh, I celebrate this. I celebrate this. And as Raman said, you are an arm of the company you work for. You are, whether you like it or not. People find out where you work, that is going to put grief on your company. The company did not ask for that grief. They also do not deserve that grief unless the owners of that company also support that viewpoint. Case in point, you brought up the Panthers, I think it was.
Right.
Letting one of their people go. Well, a football club, soccer, whatever you want to call it, up in Cincinnati had issues with one of their vendors who spouted off about it. They canceled the contract. The owner of the co-owner of the company said, no, we bought this guy out. He's no longer a part of our company. We bought him out because of his views.
Right.
But the harm was already done. The contract was already lost. So you do have to think about what you say. You have the right to say it, but you have to think about what you are saying.
But see, here's my moral quandary on this whole thing. All right. And I agree with what you're saying. Okay. But do I want to sit here and say, as Shroom, sitting here in my living room, all right, and I'm looking at this college professor who sat there and said she was glad that Charlie Kirk was killed. All right. Do I want to sit here as Shroom sitting in my living room saying, I'm glad she got fired because she called for somebody else to get fired for saying something they didn't like? Or do I want to say, she had the right to say what she wanted to say, and I'm sorry that she lost her job for saying it?
That's acceptable.
Okay.
She had her viewpoints. Her viewpoints got her fired. The people that she worked for did not accept her views.
Okay.
They didn't know what her views were. They did, or they might have known, but they didn't know they were that extreme.
But did they fire her because they didn't like what she said? Or did they fire her because people called in and complained about it? And then in order to shut up the complaints, they fired her.
It could be either one.
I don't want to. Go ahead, Raman. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I hate asking this because I already know the answer, but either way doesn't matter. I mean, she said something that was not only morally reprehensible, but I don't know.
but see the question, but see here, this is what I'm getting at. You know, if I don't like what you say, all right, why should I call your boss and tell them to fire you because I didn't like what you said?
Well, if she could express her love of violent crime, you can express your hatred of her love of violent crime. I mean, if she can air her opinion, you can air yours.
Right,
Exactly.
but see, my opinion though is costing her her job. My opinion of what she said could cost her her job if I take the additional step of calling her boss and filing a complaint.
Okay.
That's a risk
All
you
right.
take when you air
So
those opinions in public.
versus if I don't like what she says, like Kmart, I didn't like what Rosie O'Donnell said back when she was spokeswoman for Kmart. I didn't call Kmart and complain about Rosie O'Donnell. I just
Okay.
didn't shop at Kmart anymore.
Okay.
My argument to that, and I'll put it in two perspectives, or at least two jobs that people have lost. You pointed out an educator. Do I want their views being taught to my kid?
But did they express their views in class?
They express their views in a forum that their students have free access to.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Exactly. Doesn't matter if they're spouting their views inside or outside of work.
Then
If they
do you
don't
lose your First Amendment rights because you're not the military. All right, when you join the
we
military,
also have right to work
you're
states.
one of the
There's also right to work states and non-right to work states. At right to work, you
Right.
can be fired or quit at any time for any reason.
that's
Oh, I thought that was that
within
well.
limit. You're right. Well, right
And-
to work states are at will states. This means the same
Okay.
thing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So but the other side of the coin would be, or the other job, what about all these nurses and doctors?
Oh,
They don't
man.
like your view. You're a conservative. They're a liberal. I don't trust that they are going to take the best care of me.
There you go. Well, I mean, FEMA's actions are a good reflection of that.
Right? With
Right.
the hurricane in North Carolina, we're not providing any services to people that have a Trump flag.
There you go.
Right.
I mean, when it
Yeah,
becomes
that was here in Florida.
political- Well, it was also in North Carolina. It
You
was
are-
down in Louisiana during Katrina. It's
But,
like they say, it is systemic.
Okay. Now, once it starts once their personal political opinions or their personal opinions start affecting their jobs, that's a different story. Okay, because now they've taken their personal bias and it's like that woman back during the Obama administration that she was a black woman in the ag department and said that she was sending all the white farmers to a white lawyer to deal with. And she ended up being fired for it because she was letting her personal racial bias against whites affect her job, and she wouldn't represent white people.
I don't think humanity as a whole can stand up and fight for something I mean, beyond belief that they do not believe in. You can't say I'm against killing and praise killing. It's impossible.
There you go.
It is
You're right.
a contradiction. This is black, this is white. No, this one that you say is black is white. No, it isn't. I just when you cannot go through life without projecting your own morals, regardless of where you got those morals from. That is what drives your life, your actions, your mannerisms, your speech, your morals. And nobody can do a job that is not dictated by their morals.
There you go.
Nobody.
Hey, Shroom, you also mentioned Kmart, and I don't know what that was about. I was still young and stupid at the time, but Kmart can say, oh, our projected windfall for this quarter is down. And, you know, people always say vote with your wallet, vote for your wallet. But if their profit margins are down and they don't know why, they can't correct the problem. So, you know, if you're telling Rosie O'Donnell's a pile of steaming crap and this is what she said, then they'll know they're losing profit specifically because of that, and they can fix it. I don't know.
That's a good point. You find where you're bleeding money and you staunch that flow. If that flow is a person spouting off rhetoric that you don't agree with, nor do your consumers agree with, well, get rid of the part that the consumers don't agree with. WD-40 has made one product their whole lives. WD-40. Yeah. And it was their 40th attempt at making WD-40. Go to their website. They have the whole story of their company on their webpage. It's awesome. But yeah, you as an employee are a representative of your company, whether you like it or not. And I would never do anything consciously to disparage a company that I work for. Now, after I leave them, I'll disparage the fuck out of them.
Okay, but see, all right, now what you just said is you wouldn't disparage the company. All right. That associate professor for MTSU, okay, or whatever. Now, she didn't say anything bad about the college. She just said she was glad Charlie Kirk was dead.
But again, her morals directed her to say that. What's to say that her morals would not prevent her from saying that in a classroom?
Now, do they? Now, again, okay. But, all right. I'm not complaining. Okay, how can I put this? She lost. Okay, if she lost her job because the college, the dean, whatever, the board of directors found her comments offensive and fired her, that's one thing. Okay, but they fired her because Broom, sitting on his couch, sat down at his computer and fired off an email. Hey, I found her comments offensive. That's something different. Okay, do you see where I'm trying to make a...
I get where you're going.
I do. And yes, I do see that happening. But for the most part, or at least what I am seeing, or at least my interpretation, is the people that are losing their jobs, the people that are causing these people to lose their jobs, they're going, hey, this person said this. What do you think about it? Oh, I think I will fire them. Or,
Okay.
oh,
And let-
I'm going to suspend them. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to tell them, keep your shit to yourself, and then let them go back to work. Those are the options, and they're both viable.
I
But
think it would have been better if
Uh,
you suspended her for a year and told her to get therapy and bring proof of it and get a psych eval before coming back to work.
I don't know that I would require all of that. But again, if they're willing to post it out in public, what's to say that they're not willing to teach it in the classroom?
right.
And
And
if they're
that's why I'm
willing to
saying
teach
if
it in the
it-
classroom, they're willing to get fired because of it.
You know,
And
when I was
that,
a little
I think, would
kid,
be the Go ahead, Raman.
I'm sorry, we discussed this. Our teachers weren't even allowed to see if they were married or what political party they were from. Nothing. Instant termination. We come a long way, baby.
Yeah.
I don't think it should be. I don't think they should ask whether you're married or not, what's your sexual. I mean, the whole EEO or EOE, Equal Opportunity Employer.
Oh yeah, that's
all
illegal
of
now,
this-
allegedly.
all of the what at least Shroom and I remember of EOE back in the 70s and 80s and even into the
Oh.
90s.
I hated them.
People back then, again, social media is the downfall. It is
Yeah.
our downfall. Because when I was raised, you didn't talk politics, you didn't talk
Nope.
religion.
Not to your students.
Not to
You
anybody.
rarely did it in social circles.
There used to be an unspoken rule. There's 3 topics you don't bring up at a dinner party: sex, religion, and politics.
Right.
So,
That
And
used to
because
be
of
the
social-
rules.
And because of
Mhm.
social media, all 3 of those are out the window.
Yeah,
And people don't
everybody
realize
has-
that this is forever.
okay, now
When-
do you think
when-
it's... I'm sorry.
when my mother-in-law died, my
Okay.
son, he was still in high school, posted it on Facebook right away.
Uh-huh.
I made him delete that post.
Okay.
All right. I mean, we hadn't even left the room that my mother-in-law was in
Oh.
when he made the post. And I made him pull it down for the simple fact, like I told him, when, first of all, this is private family business. This
Yeah.
isn't for the world to know. And once you post that out there, the entire world can see it.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately for people, I say
And-
fortunately for people such as you and myself and the majority of the population, I got 100 followers. Somebody might see it, and if I delete it, more than likely no one saw it.
Right. Yeah,
But I don't give
But-
reason for people to come look for me either.
these streams, all right, between this and Rumble may get 50 views. 50 people may watch my streams between both, and half the people on Rumble are people trying to get me to, oh, we think you're doing a great job, and how would you like to have us help you out and increase your viewership?
Oh,
And the
those
other
are a ripoff.
25 viewers are people you already know.
Right. Uh,
I've gotten fired over stuff I've said. It's fine.
well, you know, like I've said before, when somebody comes in the hotel when I'm on shift and they start talking about Trump, I'm a Trump supporter. If they're bragging about Trump, I support Trump. If they're bashing him, then I bash him too. Okay. No, I'm serious.
No, I get
I
you.
know you are. That's why I'm laughing. I know you are.
The only time I tell anything negative to somebody on the other side of the counter is if they start bashing the property for no reason. If they start acting like a racist in any way, shape, and or form. Okay. Or if they're just, no, you're not.
Don't drop. We need you.
Dropped out, Shroom.
I can't
So-
sit here and eat carrot cake while you talk if you drop out. It's in the fridge. I hear it calling me, yo.
Yeah, I've got banana cake sitting.
And there he goes again.
Oh, all you had to say was banana cake. Damn it, man.
Banana cake will do you in every time.
Antima's used to make something called the Louisiana Crunch Cake. They don't make it anymore, but it was a banana cake with crumble on top and a thin swirl of, what do you call it, dark chocolate across the top of it, and it was so good. That was like my favorite thing when I was little. Big
Wife
fatty
wants-
with little fatty. Oh.
The wife wants me to put crushed walnuts in it.
That's banana. I can kind of see that.
So I don't like
Shroom,
walnuts in my stuff, but that's beside the point. Yeah.
on your comment about when guests come into your establishment that
Right.
you'll praise or you will bash based on what is being given to you, and that's only good business practice. It is. As much as it may go against your belief, you are representing the company by agreeing with the guest. And great, fantastic. It doesn't destroy your own personal beliefs. I think that's
Right.
great.
Yeah.
But get this. Now, was I naive? Sure I was. Does it make a difference? Absolutely not. And I should have known, but I didn't. Again, I was naive. My wife is hardcore Democrat. I'm not
so
hardcore
sorry.
Republican, but I'm Republican through and through.
There you go.
I didn't know she was a Democrat. I should have known it, knowing she was in Seattle, but it didn't matter to me.
Yeah, out
It
of
was
politeness.
somebody that I cared about. We have now been married 26 years.
And you're both still alive.
And
Wow.
just 2 or 3 days ago, we laughed so hard for 10 minutes that my abdomen muscles still hurt.
Oh. Yeah.
We laugh so much at politics
Well, that's good.
because we are so diverse. We are
Right.
so spread apart that we can actually laugh about it.
When my wife and I got married, she was a Democrat, but it was like Democrat in name only. She didn't pay attention to politics.
Okay, I hear you.
And now but then, I mean, we've been married now for 35 years. and she's still more liberal than I am, but
Uh-huh.
she's like, this younger generation just don't want to. I'm like, oh God, dear.
Well, I foresee a change in my wife in the very near future. And
Oh.
the only reason I say that, and it's a sad reason to say it,
Uh-oh.
my dad passed away in December.
Oh,
November,
I'm sorry to hear
December,
that.
whatever. Yeah, very sad. I'm still trying to deal with it, but he was well off. He and my mother did very well. My mother made him shit tons of money.
Okay.
He passed away. That money was left to me and my brother.
Okay.
It's a substantial amount of money.
Suddenly you are so much more interesting to me. Continue. I'm sorry.
And she's now starting to realize what that money does.
Oh.
What that money makes you. And the more it makes you, the more she's I can't say this for sure, but I think the more she's realizing how much the Democrats hurt money.
Oh, there you go.
And I think that's going to be, she's not going to just jump ship, but I foresee a progression at least towards the middle.
Gradually she'll get there.
Being from someone who was extremely poor growing up, I grew up well. I grew up middle class. I grew up maybe even upper middle class. I didn't see it that way. I saw it as growing up okay.
Yeah. I'm right
I
there
hear
with
the
you.
stories my wife went through, and it kills me that she had to grow up that way. But again, that was the times. I remember eating hot dogs for dinner for a week straight. But I
Yep.
lived in a nice house. I didn't get everything I wanted. Hell, I didn't even get half of what I wanted.
Right there
But I
with
was
you.
happy for what I got. He'll just have to wait. But the separation of the classes, social media, that's been our downfall since the 70s. The separation of classes, and then social media, the advent of the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it just shows that the two parties can get along. They just choose not to.
Good point.
It's a choice.
There's the mug shots.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I saw those about an hour ago.
You know, me and my bestie, we have a very strong difference of opinion on some things like abortion and other things, and we get along great. Like, we'll do a stream and we'll be laughing and joking, and it'll be over, and we go backstage. He's like, "Now show me your tits." Never. You'll die saying it. It's never gonna happen. Baby, hush. You know, but we can have conversations and still disagree, but be totally cool afterwards. You know, it was a relief to know that. Ugh. You know, whatever. I am. I'm loopy. I'm having a thing right now. I'm loopy, so ignore me.
Oh, your cheese and rice thing there, old
Yeah.
guy, is from the movie The Faculty.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I've seen clips. I really gotta watch that movie. That's Craig Nelson, right? The Poltergeist?
No, not the TV show. This is an old movie.
I know.
And in the real version, let's see. In the real version, one of the characters exclaims, let's see, guy number 1, aliens have landed on Earth. Guy number 2, Jesus Christ. And then it got edited to cheese and rice.
Ah.
Right. And then there's, so anyway.
I've been hearing the rapture is coming soon, like this month. Just,
No.
I'm looking to get my shit in order. I'm sorry. It might happen.
I just hope I have mine in order. But
I'm a little
yeah.
worried. Like,
Anyway, we've got, back to this stuff. I think, like Paul said here, social media has just made it easier to spot the crazy folks.
that is true.
And that's 100% true. You in today's day and age, people, men look up the woman they want to date on social media, and the women look up men to see what they're, look up their LinkedIn accounts and look them up on Facebook and Instagram and X to see what kind of stuff they've posted. One guy found the girl that he was asking out had an OF account.
Yeah, that's pretty common these days.
And he said, he goes, well, I decided not to date her. Why should I date somebody that everybody and their brother has already seen naked?
Uh-huh. There you go.
Why should I ask her? Why should I take her out for dinner when I've already seen her naked?
Get those priorities nailed down. Yeah.
I've watched her give 100 guys blowjobs. Why? I'm not going to take her out. I'm not going to kiss her. So,
oh God.
Could you imagine? What's her name? The woman that had 100 or 1,000 guys in one day.
I don't remember the name, but whatever her name was.
But
yeah.
Could you imagine what the poor guy that ends up married to her?
No, I can't. That is what I love about the internet. You can do a background check. I love it. It's super fast.
So
yeah, don't do one on me.
Uh-oh.
Hey, why do you think absolutely nobody knows my real name?
Oh my God. That's what Ralph says. He has like 5 different aliases he uses on the internet. He's like, nobody will ever find me, but I found his ass. Anyway. Never underestimate a nosy ass woman. Ooh.
Well, you won't like what you find about me. Well, I won't say you
don't
won't
say
like.
stuff like that.
I will just say I was not a good individual when I was a teenager into my early 20s.
Oh my God. I am just so glad none of the shit I did, we didn't have internet back then.
I'm
Oh
glad
my
there's no such thing
God.
as cell phones back when I was in the
Right?
military.
I would still be
Uh,
doing walk of shame. I wasn't a
uh,
hoe bag, but I was hoe adjacent.
especially when I was in Germany. Man, I'm so glad there's no such thing as cell phones for people to take pictures. You
Oh
know,
my God.
or video of the crimes we committed.
Well, I
Yeah.
will be honest. All of my bad stuff that I did was all drug related. No harm, no foul type. Nobody got
Right.
hurt. But the fact of the matter, back then, I was really bad into drugs. And I got caught for it. I'm ashamed of it now, but I'm not going to say it didn't happen.
Right.
Right.
Oh, my stuff was like destruction of government property, foreign government property,
Yeah.
Canadian
Launching
government
a
property.
missile is not destroying other government property.
No,
I never did anything in my life.
I stole one of their signs.
Oh, sweet. Do you still have
Oh
it?
my God.
No, because I put it up on the wall of the shop that I worked in, and the
Oh,
somebody else stole it.
you stole a stolen souvenir. How dare you?
Well,
I've never done anything. I was a
I
strict
mean,
Catholic girl, and I'm only 29, so
I
anyway.
took a cold chisel, a hammer, and a bunch of rags,
Oh my
and
God.
wrapped the cold chisel and hammerhead both in rags, and went out to the main gate and chiseled off one of the unit signs.
Oh my God.
Right
I
at the
didn't hear this.
right at the main gate.
I did not
Oh,
hear any of this.
this happened back in 1983. The statute of limitations has long expired on that.
No felonies on
Uh,
screen.
no witnesses.
Sta-
Oh.
Any statute of limitations on that is long expired. It's been 40 years.
That would make a great username. I need to look into that.
What, statute of limitations?
Expired statute of limitations. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I made an account Reverend Child Chaser, and somebody freaked out and looked horrified. I'm like, dude, it's a tribute. Shut up. That's his favorite hobby, dude. Come on, relax. I mean, I didn't make the name There's No Kids in My Basement. Relax, dude.
The only kid in my basement is me.
We don't really have basements here in Florida.
I don't have a basement. The water table's too high.
There you go. See, I threaten my kids over the years because I love them.
Man, I went out to my jalapeno bushes yesterday, my jalapeno plants. I hadn't looked at them in about a week, right?
Okay.
I must have got 24 red jalapenos.
Beautiful. We've been having a lot of thunderstorms, so they're getting water. Yay.
And I went ahead and ate one of the ones that's just a little bit bigger than the first two knuckles of my little finger.
Okay, that's not too big. Okay.
Oh, I tell you what, though, it was small in size but big in spice.
See, it isn't length, ladies. It's girth. Keep it in mind.
Anyway, this thing had I did, after about 20 minutes, have to go get a glass of milk. I mean,
I hear you.
It was still rather active after 20 minutes.
I'm hungry though. Somebody needs to feed me. I can't get up, man, for real. Everything's spinny. I can't get up. Thank God I have kids. They can bring me food.
I
That's what I don't get. People act amazed when I report stuff, and I don't do it often. Like, this is the first time I've been really aggressive about reporting anything. And people ask me, why are you so invested? I'm like, dude, I have kids. How can
yeah.
you hear about horrible crimes going on right under your nose and just keep your mouth shut?
Well, hey, Paul, that's one of the benefits of being my age is a lot of the stuff that
Oh,
you guys that get you guys in trouble today. We
you've already
didn't.
done it.
Well, it didn't exist when we were around to record our crimes.
Or if it did, it wasn't a crime back then. So,
Well,
yay.
yeah, there's a lot of things that are crimes today that weren't crimes back in the day.
It's only a crime
Maybe
if
it's
you have
better.
proof.
There you go. It's only a crime if you get caught. I love that one.
Now, I will say there are some things I did back then too that I still won't talk about.
Oh yeah.
Same.
You know,
There are
they
some
will
things I'll take to the grave.
there will be things that I will never I mean, I haven't even told my wife that happened, and I won't tell anybody what happened.
There are things I have done that have made people steal my baseball bat. Yeah, I lost Laverne, okay? I've had her for like 30 years and she's gone and I'm crying bitter tears. And I had my stupid Mexican friends over and I'm yelling because I can't find Laverne and they start getting twitchy and looking at each other. And I'm like, what? Where's Laverne? That's my girl. And they're like, you ever think that maybe somebody took Laverne to protect you? I'm like, no, that never even occurred to me once. And they're like, you might want to sit down. So now I'm looking for a new Laverne.
Well, hey, Paul, that's I tell you, I would rather have a clean history than a criminal one.
True.
Okay,
Well, so would I, but that's a little late for that.
Yep, me too.
My brother used to brag about his criminal history
Oh.
and thought,
Was it like, I'm not scared of going back to jail?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He had a few of these 30-day sentences.
Oh.
He had a few 30-day stays at the county, and and he would he thought that made him, that was something to brag about. It's like
sometimes it is.
There's people that military people that brag, how that they'd gotten their Article 15, their NJP. They say, you're not a real NCO unless you've gotten an NJP. I'm like, no, just because all having that NJP just means you got caught.
Ooh. Okay, clear it up for the rest of us civilians. What's an NJP?
Okay, non-judicial punishment. Usually it was the commander took away a stripe, delayed a promotion, restricted.
A piece of paper was put in your file.
Well, if you lost a stripe, that was a lot of money you lost out of your paycheck. If you got demoted, you lost a lot of money out of your paycheck, and you lost authority. You lost a position that you held. I mean, if you were a team lead, while you were no longer a team lead, so you didn't have the rank to hold that team lead position anymore. And that was usually a 2 to 3 year punishment before you got your stripe back. So, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, and you figure if you lose $200 to $300 a month out of your paycheck,
You won't do that again.
that's a healthy drop in pay. So
would you believe that the guy that locked me up, the prosecutor, the DA, the whatever you want to call him, became a very good friend of mine?
Anything can happen.
He did. His name was Danny Porter. Fantastic man. Fantastic man.
Good.
I had no ill will against him when he locked me up, and I had no ill will against him when he defended me.
It's nothing personal.
But
just doing his job.
Yeah, exactly. The man was phenomenal. And even some 40 years later, 40? Yeah, about that. 40 years later. 30. We'll call it 30. Anyway, the last time I saw him, he was just like, you should petition the governor to try and get your rights back. He goes, if you need help, give me a call. Well, he's no longer the DA, so he doesn't have that pull anymore. But
right.
But the fact of the matter, that as a DA, even though he prosecuted me, he still stood up for me. But yeah, it's just weird that a criminal could become friends with the Justice Department.
I've seen weirder.
Well, I mean, as May, I think I probably broke a few laws yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah. Because
what did you do?
Without thinking about it, I carried my gun into a hospital.
Oh my God. Was it in sight?
No, it's concealed.
Oh, thank you.
No, I
break laws every day.
In Florida, you can only open carry under specific circumstances.
Yeah, I was a little worried.
No,
okay.
I always carry concealed.
Okay.
All right. I am not going to be targeted simply because I have, if somebody's coming in and do some bad stuff, I don't want that bad guy to know I've got a gun until I'm ready to shoot
exactly.
him. That's why, even if open carry was perfectly legal in the state, I still wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't either if I were allowed to, but I think it would make my ex think twice about popping in on me and screaming randomly. So there's that.
We had.
He doesn't.
Now, see, I got them to change their policies at the hotel because they did. When I first started working there, they didn't allow me to carry.
Okay.
And then I argued for it, and I still carried.
Oh no.
They just didn't do it. And then another hotel had their night shift clerk murdered.
Oh
and,
no. I was just gonna say you keep some dodgy hours.
That's when they changed their minds and started letting me carry. And they started telling the women that worked there if they wanted to bring mace in with them, they could.
Pepper spray is my best friend. Yep.
It's like, you can, as long as it's kept out of sight until you need it, that's fine. Just don't have anything. Don't have your can of mace sitting there on the counter.
Mine isn't a can; it's on a keychain, and no, it's at hand at all times.
Keep it out of sight until you need it. And it's like, okay, no problem.
Keep a can of wasp spray next to your door. It's a dual
I've heard
purpose.
bear spray.
No,
Okay.
wasp spray. It's dual purpose. Got
It's
bees.
I hear you.
And like I told my sister, it is illegal to buy a can of wasp spray and to use as a form of self-protection. That is
We do have bears here, though.
that is illegal. So do not ever advocate doing what you do without openly advocating for it is fine and dandy. Hey, the only thing he come at me, the only thing, and I just happen to have that can sitting there because of the wasp nests outside. You know, that's fine. Okay, just make sure you can show them where that wasp nest is.
Okay.
No, I'm my sister. I had to show my sister in the state of Ohio the specific law about using wasp spray or a bunch of other type of sprays, insect repellents and such, for self-protection.
That's fine.
It even says it on the can if you read the can.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I'm allergic to bees, and I can prove it.
Well, that I just don't want people advocating anything for themselves on the internet that can
Could
get them in
potentially
jail.
put somebody else in danger. I get you.
You know,
I agree with
you.
I said it could serve as a dual purpose. Keep a can of wasp spray near your door to prevent any insects getting in your house.
My wife bought these artificial dragonflies.
Oh.
And she put some out in her garden and some around the entranceway to the house. And her flower gardens are on either side of the door. And
Okay.
it's actually done a good job in keeping the bugs away, except it also keeps the bees away.
Oh, no.
And so she had to pull them up so that she could get the bees back to pollinate her flowers.
There you go. We need bees.
Yeah, I got a couple of friends that are beekeepers.
Oh man, I hope they're good enough friends to give you honey.
They are.
Well, that's good.
I don't get much, that's
Right.
their business. I'm
Right.
happy that they're doing it. And not that I would get into it, hence I'm allergic to them, but it interests the hell out of me. I think it's cool as hell beekeeping.
When I was a kid, my uncle had about 1,000 hives.
Ooh, that's a lot of bees.
And we would go out and help him harvest his honey every year. Our pay was 5 gallons of honey and
Wow.
5 pounds of beeswax.
Ooh.
Do you know how much that's worth these days?
That will last me
At-
years.
At $25 a pint, yes.
Fuck.
Okay, have you guys seen The Beekeeper with Jason Statham?
No.
Okay, it isn't specifically about beekeeping, but it
Does it
does have a
also-
theme.
Does it also star Nick Cage?
No, but
the bees.
But oh, I love you guys. No, okay. Felicia Rashad from the Cosby Show does have a brief cameo in the beginning, and it's about friendship and revenge. But yeah, there is a theme of beekeeping throughout the movie. I think you like it. I'm not a Jason Statham fan, but that movie had me hooked.
I'll have to check it out.
But
It's really good.
Now, Nick
Yeah,
Cage.
that movie's actually on my list to buy as soon as it goes on discount sale.
Okay, now Nick Cage, God knows I love that man, and he's made some real bombs. I forgot about him for a long time until my daughter, when she was real tiny, got hooked on Raising Arizona and kept quoting it at me and just followed me around the house talking about that damn movie. She was tiny too. But
It
he did
got
a movie a couple of years ago called Willy's Wonderland, and it's kind of a copy of Five Nights at Freddy's. Do you ever play those games where your character can't talk to anyone? Like, what is it? The one Portal and GTA 5, and they call you a mute lunatic or something. That's his character in this. I love it. He doesn't say a word, but he's so awesome.
I've got
So
but
you
when
got what?
when we'd go out and gather this honey, the first year I remember the first year doing it, my uncle, he goes, now all he had was the hood. You had a
Okay.
hat with the screen that came down across your shoulders, and that was it. And our job was to run the smoker and
Ooh,
then because the smoke would make the bees drunk.
sleep. Yeah,
Okay,
they
and
wouldn't hurt you.
where he could get the things, take the supers apart and take this stuff out.
Okay, I
And
got a
then,
question, and
yeah,
this has been bugging me for years about the smoke. Is there anything special in the smoke, or is there a
no,
special kind of wood you use? Okay,
no, we just newspaper and wood shavings.
thank you. That's been making me nuts for years. Okay,
But
you know,
we take the supers apart and pull out the stuff, and then go back to his house, unload the pickup truck, and use a hot electric knife to cut the
yeah, to get the wax.
cut off the external wax, and then
Yeah.
put it in a machine that spins them around, centrifugal force,
Oh,
and you spin the honey out, and then there's a spigot at the bottom. Turn the spigot on, and you have your gallon jug sitting there with cheesecloth over the top of it.
okay.
Right, and the cheesecloth, the honey would go through the cheesecloth, and the cheesecloth would catch all the wings and
Parts.
all the body parts and stuff.
Larvae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Larva,
I think
whatever.
a bee is probably the only bug I wouldn't mind too much eating. Weird. Like, I wouldn't like
But
it, but I wouldn't be freaked out like if it were.
But we opened up one super, and there was the coiled skeleton of a snake in the bottom.
Oh no! Oh,
From the fuck out of his ass.
Evidently, the snake got into the beehive, and the bee stung it to death.
I bet you the snake was just looking for warmth too. Wasn't looking for food.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Right. No, but
He
I bet
learned
you the
that
snake
day.
was looking for warmth.
You know, I'm getting up in age now. I'm 29. I've been 29 a few
dear
times,
God.
and hush you. And I used to be the baddest little bitch on the block. I didn't cry for nothing. I listened to the end of Old Yeller, and you couldn't turn me with nothing. And now I'm years old, and I've been watching Rocky Kanaka. He volunteers at an animal shelter, and he gets these little dogs, and he goes in their little cell, and he sits with them and talks to them and tells their backstory. And I'm crying like the littlest bitch ever, like I'm the worst. And I'm doing it at everything now. Like somebody.
Is that the dude that sits with the more abandoned not abandoned, abused puppies that
Yes,
he just sits there for like an
and holds
hour.
them. That's it. He scoops them up. And they'll be
Waits-
shaking when he comes in, and at the
Yeah.
end, he's carrying them around. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I've
That
seen
man
him.
is a saint with his patience, and I'm crying, Then it started with people finding kittens on the street and how they work to integrate it with their family, and I'm crying at that. And I'm done with this crying shit. Because the other day I saw somebody work for hours rehoming bees, trying to find the queen, putting them in a nice new hive. Because the only other alternative was to kill all the bees because they were invading the guy's property. He didn't want to kill them. He just didn't want them flying all around his kids. So
Call a beekeeper. I trust you.
he called the
Trust me.
beekeeper.
The beekeeper
came
will
out
drive
and took a-
500 miles to get bees.
Yep. He came out, he took the bees, the guy thanked him, and he brought them home with him in his own apiary. And wouldn't you know, I started ugly sobbing like, oh God, I can't do this anymore.
Did you see the one where he took the siding off of the house? The bees had hogged up
A
inside.
couple like that.
Inside.
That's their house now.
And
Yeah.
I mean the honeycombs that come out of that thing were
It's like the house was made of wax and honey. It was weird.
I mean, he pulled hundreds of pounds of honeycombs out of there.
Yeah.
I'm
And a
gonna
lot
have
of it
to
was
do
so
that.
old he couldn't even use it.
I'm going to have to do that when I redo my roof. I had.
Oh man. It
I
could be
had-
worse. It could be bats.
Well,
you
I
know.
don't know what kind of bees they were, but I do know where they were getting in, and they had been getting
Okay.
in for like a year before I had my brother put something over it one winter. But
It's been longer now.
it was, let's just say, I don't know how big it is. We have a very low roof, meaning you have
Okay.
to get into the attic, you have to crawl on your stomach the whole way. And it's an L shape. So where the bees were getting in was at the end of the L, opposite of where you go into the attic. So I'm not crawling the length of the house and then, but there was enough that there was some sort of leakage through the ceiling.
Oh my
I
God.
don't know if it's honey or if it's something else, but at one point in time,
Could
something
be a lot of
seeped
things.
through the sheetrock in the ceiling.
Ah. It just couldn't be
So I'm going
contained
to be
anymore.
really scared when they come to redo our roof. I'm going to go, hey, I'm going to need y'all to take all the boards off the top, and I got to clean this out before y'all put it all back together. So I'm going to need about 6 hours before halfway through your job. Just to clean up my attic, just that one spot.
All right, guys.
Wow.
Well, I've got to go.
Okay.
My appointments call for me, and like I said, the wife still wants me to bake that
It's still good.
other stuff, but
Did
uh,
I get lost?
no, I'm here. I'm here. I can hear you.
I know.
Why am I not hearing anything?
I don't know why you're not hearing anything.
Uh,
Are you hearing me, Ramen? Ramen.
fine and dandy. Oh, this
Oh.
phone is super hot.
Okay. Well, anyway, old guy, thanks for coming on stream. Do appreciate you. Ramen,
Yup.
thank you much.
Yes.
Do appreciate
I
you
missed
coming on.
you. Thank you for tolerating my crackling.
Mm.
I should have a new headset for next Friday. Woo.
Oh, okay, I see what happened. Okay.
What happened?
Yeah. Old guy's got computer problems.
Oh no. He's also muted, so.
Yeah. I just got that's something that this thing will tell me is that old guy's got low disk space.
That's what my phone has. Not this one, but I can't access my files to delete them to free up space. So I think I'm gonna have to hook it up to the computer and see if I can access it through the PC. Because that old phone is unfunctional and I pay the bills with that. Why? I think I have leftover spaghetti in there. It needs attending.
Okay. Hey, old guy, we're getting ready to shut down the stream.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
All right. I got a warning here. Old guys, low browser space on their device. This is affecting their local recording.
It says please exit incognito mode if you currently in use. Whatever.
Whatever. But anyway, I've got appointments to get to this afternoon.
Oh, good luck with that.
It is what it is. Fortunately, I was able to order. I was order some stuff for the house, and so I've got to go pick it up this afternoon.
Okay.
But make the wife happy. She doesn't know I ordered this stuff, but it's stuff that she's been wanting me to get done. So
how's she doing? She was sick for a while there.
Well, yeah, she was, yeah, she's doing great. I mean, she gave it to me, but but I was where she was down for almost a week. I was only down for 3 days.
Oh God, you're such a man. Okay.
So no, I just had a milder version.
Yeah.
as well, see, she tried fighting it. And so as soon as it started hitting me, I said, okay, that's it. I'm going to start. I mean, now I did sleep for 24 hours.
Yeah.
I did spend 24 hours in bed asleep.
That's what I've been doing recently.
And that's why I got better. She wouldn't lay down. I finally had to fight her to get her to lay down on the couch.
I was like that. I'd be like, "You can't kill this bitch," and fight. Yeah.
So, as soon as I felt it starting to wear my, and see, I've also got the low immunity issue going on, so my immune system is compromised. So I've got to be more aware of when bugs hit me.
Oh man, I've had pneumonia so many times.
If I don't take care, if I don't do the proper things early, it can really knock me down. Old guys are aware of that. You know that how that is.
I actually no, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
I don't get sick.
I never did. The only time I got sick on a regular basis was after when I was active duty and I got that damn flu shot every year. And then I was sick. Then I was sick for a week.
And especially since I've quit drinking, which is a little over 12 years now. Especially since I quit drinking, I've been sick maybe twice in those 12 years. And in those 12 years, 10 of them, I was working outdoors all day. Year round. Top of a mountain. a mile above sea level in the snow, and I never got sick.
Well,
I'd be out there in a t-shirt in 20-degree weather,
well,
shoveling snow.
and what it was is you were breathing in fresh air, clean air, right?
In
Yeah.
a few minutes. Yeah.
You were breathing in fresh air, clean air. You were
Not
living a
raining.
healthy lifestyle. You know,
I
you
was
weren't.
active for sure.
You were active. You know, you weren't around a bunch of sick people. You know, when they put up that plexiglass screen there at work back there when COVID hit,
Yeah.
that has done a lot to keep our people from getting sick.
Okay.
I can believe that.
Because we don't have all these people coming. I'll tell you what's bad though is you get these people coming in and that weed smell invades.
Oh no! Just freaking kill me. No.
If we can smell it back where we're at, we know the lobby is just full of stench. As soon as they walk out, we go out and spray down the lobby.
I used to.
We Febreze the hell out of the lobby.
As a little kid, I used to go out barefoot as a little kid in Queens, New York, in the ice to walk the dogs. And I get now why my mom was embarrassed, but I stopped doing that when they found that body across the street, or the lake at least. That's a whole other story.
Was that the one where this guy was walking down the street eating the leg, taking chunks of bites?
No, this is a Halloween story, so remind me and I'll tell it at Halloween because it was wild. Oh my God, it wasn't really a leg, but it kind of was. It kind of was, but it wasn't. It's a long story, and it involved my mom's leg getting amputated. So it's
yeah.
Can I share a picture in side chat?
Sure.
Oh my God, I want to see.
Hold
I don't know what it is, but I want to see because I'm nosy.
Oh crap! Where did I put it? There it is. This showed up on my feed in Twitter today.
Okay, I'm in studio chat.
Wait a minute. Where did it go?
Is it kittens? If it's kittens, I'm gonna make him play it for us.
There. Yeah, there it is. Oh, damn it.
Mama.
Copy.
Mama.
And
that's what me and my daughter do every night. We cuddle up on the bed and watch kitten shorts from YouTube. So precious.
it won't let me do it that way. Let me do it. Well, I'll send it to you in a private message.
All right.
Oh. All right.
There you go. If you can share it.
All right. I'm doing it right now.
It was just funny.
Oh, no, I don't find it funny.
No, just the way that they showed up. One was from an hour and one was from 14 minutes. They didn't go together. That's just how they showed up.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay,
one was about NFL, one was not, but they just showed up together.
I
was just like, oh man. And the thing of it was, Fugi put out a video on this, or posted a video on this, and I watched it like a dumbass. And it was not blurred out. It was horrific. I have seen more horror in the last week than I think I've seen in all the horror movies I've ever seen. I have seen more real life horror.
I just took a picture of that and sent it to my boss, texted it to him. Because he's got some friends that live in Dallas.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't seen that video. Damn it, Boogie. But, ugh. But again, it was just like, dude, there's no way in hell that showed up in my feed like that.
Really?
I mean, yes, I can find humor in the darkest things, but damn.
Oh.
I didn't want to post that up on Twitter directly, but I did send it to Monkey going, dude, this is the way this showed up. It's funny as fuck. Sad, but funny as fuck.
Okay, well, it's been 20 minutes now. I really have to go.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to buzz through a shower now.
All right, go.
All right. So y'all have a good day. Thanks everybody for coming out. Hey, old guy, thanks for coming to the stream. Appreciate it. I appreciate your perspective.
Well, I'm happy to jump on anytime I can remember you're streaming.
Okay. And I appreciate your perspective because you made me rethink mine. So that's always
wasn't my intention.
Well, hey, different perspectives. I hear a different perspective. I've got to sit there and think about it.
Sure, I'm with you. That's why I ask questions.
And that's why I ask people. Hey, somebody tell me something here. What do you think?
Sure.
So, but anyway, be back on Monday. Unless something really happens this weekend, but then I've got tomorrow. I am going to be gone all day. Got grandson's first ball game of the season tomorrow.
Sweet.
So that is we're leaving here like at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, and I won't be home until about 4, which means I crawl straight to bed to get some sleep before going to work tomorrow night.
No worries, buddy.
But anyway, y'all have a good weekend now. Enjoy yourselves. Thanks for coming out. As always, be with the ones you love and love the ones that you're with. And have a good weekend.